And welcome to a brand new makeup video. Today we're going to do a beauty type makeup video to make ourselves look glam and cute, but we are going to talk about one of my favorite things in the world, food. Can you see the double chins? I will gain them from the food here in LA, California, Hollywood. I'm going to do parts of LA and Orange County because like I'm a hybrid of both, and LA is that place where you want to come and meet all the celebrities, and it's like the food capital of all different types of cultures come here and just make the most delicious food. So today we're going to talk about that. And everything that is my favorites that I have eaten at, I haven't eaten everywhere, but these are my picks on places I've eaten on my faves. The best of Kat's food channel. I wish I had time to make an actual cooking video channel, but I only have time to do makeup right now. And I'm going to take this off to put this as like a little headband to get my hair out of the way. And this is how it goes. I go through, talk to you guys while I'm putting on makeup, and it's going to be listed right here, every product that I put on, so you can see me not only blending it together, but the description of every product while I'm doing that, so you can see how things work. We're going to try some new products today that I've never tried before. I am going to go for something that's like black and gold. I really want to go for smoky with some hints and pops of gold because I really want to use my Dose of Color Hidden Treasures palette because it's my favorite, and I feel like I haven't reached its full potential today. Well, ever. I'm going to do that today, I hope. We will see. I made a list on my phone because there is so many foods that I've eaten that are my favorite. So if I look down on my phone while I'm doing my makeup sometimes, I'm not ignoring you, friend. I am just trying to inform you of my favorite things. And I want to shout out to this person on Facebook who gave me this idea to talk about my favorite foods, and I could sit here for a billion light years the rest of my life talking about food, but we're gonna just do it while I'm doing my makeup today. So let's get on with the makeup and all the foods. So when it comes to food in LA, not only LA but in America in general, we are known for our hot dogs and hamburgers, and I want to tell you about my absolute favorite hamburger place ever. I've eaten a lot of hamburger places because it's literally one of my favorite foods. Unfortunately, I can't eat the bun, so I just either take the bun off, or if they're nice enough and do protein style, which is it's a fancy way of saying that they just put the lettuce as a bun instead. And unfortunately, I've asked the place that I'm about to mention to do it protein style, but they cannot do that for me, so I just don't eat the bun. I feel like I'm wasting food, which sucks, but it's so good that I have to tell you about it. And that place is called MVP Burger, which is located in Long Beach, California. A lot of these places are going to be in all areas of LA and in Orange County, because I was born and raised in Long Beach. Okay, MVP Burger, let me tell you, they are called MVP Burger because they're all American, all sports team member like names and inspiration of burgers. Like they will have a burger with a pastrami on it. My boyfriend gets the Shack Burger, meaning it has bacon and cheese, like 2 or 3 patties. I'm not sure if it's 2 or 3. You can get a 3-patty burger there, but I'm not sure if the Shack is 2 or 3 patties. And as you could tell, I have a lot of breakouts. I'm having a really bad reaction from doing so many special effects and body painting makeups recently, so many times in a row that my skin's breaking out. It's terrible. But on with the burgers. They have also Cajun fries, and just the regular order of fries could feed 2 people, and if you get their combo, yeah, it could feed 2 people, the burger and the fries. And their large order of fries literally feeds like 4 people. Me and Corey cannot finish it. And I get their just regular hamburger or cheeseburger. I don't remember what was called. Get their Cajun French fries. It's the best Cajun French fries. Best fries hands down I've ever had in my life. And they put the Cajun seasoning on it. They also have Cajun chicken. If you get their Cajun chicken, they also have sandwiches, not only burgers. And oh, it's so good. They also have Philly cheesesteaks and all types of things. MVP Burger, it's cash only, and it is a small chain, but the small chain is only in Long Beach. There's 2 or 3 restaurants there, and it's not a restaurant, it's just like a hut. And they're very reasonable. Like you get a meal for around $9, and it comes with a drink, fries, and a Coke, and it feeds like more than 1 person most of their food. This is my first time using this little doohickey right here. It's like peachy. But let's talk about our other favorite American food, which is hot dogs. I mean, I guess this is considered a gourmet sausage company, which sounds wrong and weird. But my favorite hot dog place, I think Bunny would agree because I've taken her to this place multiple times, is the restaurant called Worst Kitchen. It surely is a chain out here. Shout out to our friend Sydney for telling us about this place. Thank you so much, Sydney. It is like I said, a German hot dog place, and they hand make the bread rolls and bake them there fresh every day. And they make like the weirdest sausages. Like they'll have like rabbit rattlesnake, which is delicious and my favorite one, and you can get onions and sweet peppers or nothing. And they make their own mustards and their own chipotle ketchups and all different types of dips and sauces. And okay, this is a tie, it's also my favorite french fry there because they double fry their french fries. Yes, you heard me right. I forgot what their french fries were called because it's like a certain name they named them. And I'm like, excuse me? And their table tops are shaped as coffins. And it's a chain, like I said, in downtown LA is the one we go to. There's also one in Venice Beach and other places in here in California, LA area. And it's just so delicious. Their fries, and they have dips for their fries. Like they'll have, like I said, chipotle ketchup, but they also have like bacon aiolis or like chipotle aiolis or just different things. And the hot dogs, they also have a vegetarian option of hot dog, which I've had. It's not my favorite, but if you're vegetarian and you really want to go, they also have imported beers on tap and all types of imported soda pops and stuff. Like they have this hard cider there, it tastes like apple pie that I love, and they have Victorian lemonades and stuff. It's really cool. We need some more concealer because we haven't been getting sleep lately. Now let's talk about my favorite opposite of that. I was talking about vegetarian, but vegan and vegetarian option restaurant. You think there'd be a lot out here in LA. There is. I just haven't eaten at a lot of them because I'm not vegetarian or vegan, unfortunately. I've been thinking about it, but I'm allergic to everything that I would literally only be able to eat corn, fruits, and vegetables and potatoes, and that's it. I don't know, it's really hard for me to go on to something that's even more extremely limited than I'm gonna be even more limited than vegans naturally are limited. And you know, I'm part alien, you know this, because I'm not from this planet. I'm allergic to most things on here. I'm talking so much that I forgot what to put on next. I need to put more concealer on these pimples. So yeah, my favorite vegan vegetarian option restaurant here in LA has to be, I feel like I need a drum roll every time I say these, but it's Veggie Grill, and it's definitely a chain here in LA. I feel like some of these on my list are chains and people are going to be like arguing with me about a lot of these places, but chains are good too, and some of these chains are California only or West Coast only, so if you're visiting here you're still going to be interested. They have the best dang carrot cake I've ever had, but aside from that, they have this thing called a buffalo chicken bomber. All of their chicken and meat products are made out of vegetables, dipped in buffalo wing sauce, and they have like a burger bun with it and french fries, and everything's vegetarian there, and there's some vegan options there. One of my favorite, I think it's a vegan option, is their kale Caesar salad. Oh my goodness, it has avocados and what's that? I forgot what that fake meat substance is that's like their fake bacon on there. It's so delicious. Next thing is best salsa and nachos. I love Mexican food, so I couldn't like pinpoint to one Mexican food restaurant, so we're gonna go with best salsa and nachos first because that has to go to El Tarasco's. So amazing. They're very simple, all of their foods, but they're very delicious. Like, it's not overdressed, overdone. It's like, they just call it cheese and chips, their nacho platter. They have the best salsa I've ever had, literally. And they give you those big tostada chips they have to break into pieces and dip it in that salsa. I'm obsessed with salsa and chips. I could eat it every single day of my life and not get sick of it. No lie, no joke. We go to the one in Manhattan Beach, me and my family, especially like whenever I'm traveling, we go right directly there from the airport because it seats like 13 people, which is really weird. That restaurant in Manhattan Beach that we go to, there's multiple ones. I think I don't remember where the other ones are because I always went to that one since I was a kid. My parents have been going there since forever, since they were my age. And yeah, it only sits 13 people, so you have to wait in a long line sometimes to get a seat, but it's so freaking worth it. All their food's delicious. Speaking of Mexican food, my favorite taco and burrito Mexican restaurant of all time has to be El Tepeyac. I go to the one on Evergreen Avenue in Los Angeles, but there is one in City of Industry. That's the original, called Manuel's Original El Tepeyac, where they actually have the guys, like a little shrine for him, the guy who founded the place and was like the original owner. They have his shrine at the actual El Tepeyac, the Manuel's one in City of Industry, I think it's at. I'm trying not to get the highlighter on my pimples because that's just going to make the raised things look more terrible. El Tepeyac literally has the best carne asada tacos. That's my all-time favorite thing to get there. It's so delicious. It's the best carne asada tacos you would probably ever eat in your life. And it's so good. Like, I don't know how to explain it. They have very delicious, humongous burritos. If you want those crazy burritos they have here in LA that are like bigger than your head, go to El Tepe because they're pretty good too there. And my favorite location is the one in LA that's on Evergreen Avenue. Yeah, because it's bigger. It was like closer to like where my parents live, so we always go there. I want my cheekbones to look so hollow that Maleficent will get jealous, because we're gonna do like a more dark, kind of almost leaning into fantasy. It's gonna be so smoky makeup. I do like some contour right here because like my head is so round. It's like a tomato. Best donuts, let's talk about that, is Randy Donuts in Inglewood, and it's right by LAX. Speaking of LAX, the airport here in LA, that's what LAX is. I'm sorry if I didn't say that before or explain that, but yeah, Randy's Donuts has been so popular. It's like been in a lot of your favorite movies. If you ever seen like a Hollywood movie where you see like a giant donut shop sign, it's probably been Randy's Donuts here in LA. And you're not gonna find the fancy like donuts you see on Instagram that are with panda faces on it and cereal. You're gonna have delicious, amazing, traditional donuts. I'm gonna go for a more muted blush today that's like barely blush. Put a little gray in there. I'm weird, I like to put some like on my nose here. I don't know why, since I watched The Grinch Who with Cindy Lou Who and she had like a little rosy nose, I've always wanted like a little rosy nose in all my makeups almost. Moving on to dim brows and talking about my favorite things at Randy's Donuts, which is the raised chocolate glaze donut. Get the raised chocolate glaze. And no, it's not just any regular chocolate glaze donut. Their chocolate glaze is like fudge, literal fudge. And they have this thing called a raisin square, and which sounds like, oh, like grandma would want the raisin square, you know what I mean? But it's so delicious. Their bear claws are good, and their regular raised donuts are of course delicious. Speaking of donuts, let's talk about the best dessert I've ever had in LA, which is from another chain. The chain's called Capital Grille, and they have this thing called a coconut cream pie, and it's so funny because every time my friends, I take them there and they see that, they're like, this place is too fancy, it's too expensive, I don't like coconut. It is really expensive. It's a steakhouse, it's super expensive, but I just order like the sides because they have really good truffle fries and like lobster mac and cheese, which I can't eat lobster mac and cheese, but my friends are gonna order it and I'm gonna look at them and stare at them and be like, how does it taste? Does it taste good? Tell me how it tastes, because I can't eat anything. So if you explain to me the food, how it tastes, because I can't eat it, please do that as a friend. I know I'm really creepy and weird. I'll try not to creep you out, and I won't do it if it creeps you out. But they have this thing called, like I said, the coconut cream pie, and it's like this individual little pie just for you, and they hand make the crust, and it's coconut cream and like fresh made whipped cream and like shavings of like candied coconut. And my friends who don't like coconut love this pie, and it's so delicious. It's the best dang dessert I've ever had in my life. Every time it's such a struggle. This eyebrow's like, I'm perfect. This one's like, huh. It like does its own dance, and I don't like it. I think it's because I sleep on this eyebrow, like on my stomach, like every night. So to cure that, I take selfies. I'm like, is my eyebrows good? Now that we talked about donuts and desserts, let's talk about my favorite ice cream and pastries. My favorite all-time ice cream place out here has to be Cold House, and now they sell it at like Walmart and stuff, and I don't know if it's everywhere in other than California at Walmart's, but it's this ice cream sandwich shop. And before I found out I was allergic to life, I'm glad I remember these restaurants, because some of the things, a lot of them, I can't eat them. I can't eat this anymore. But they have like the snickerdoodle cinnamon sugar cookie with a salted caramel inside ice cream, and it's so delicious. And just everything there is so good. And it's not your traditional just you can't get just a scoop of ice cream without the cookies, but it's so good if you get it with the cookies, and it's delicious. They used to have like an ice cream truck that came to areas in LA and served off a truck, but now they have actual stores, and it's so good. Now let's open this baby, huh? And talk about my all-time favorite bakery. Has to be, this was really, really tough because I've been in a lot of bakeries, Portillo's. And I think it's Cuban. And they have one in Burbank. They have one in Downey here in LA. And it's so good and so crowded because it's a good sign. It's that delicious. Probably gonna be a line out the door any time of the day, every time of the day. Some of my friends actually get anxiety attacks because it's so crowded, but you know what? It's so worth it. They got these things that my all-time favorite thing there. I don't know what any of these are called. I'm gonna explain to you what they are, so when you see them there and you explain to them what it is, they will know. Because I don't remember the exact names, but they have this thing, a mashed potato ball with like beef inside, like ground beef and like some sort of tomatoey sauce, and it's deep fried, and it's so delicious, so bad for you, but it's so good, and I can't eat it anymore, but I reminisce and remember. They also have cheese rolls. I've had multiple cheese rolls, and it's basically like a cream cheese mini croissant. I need shadow shields like right now. Stick these little bad boys looking pads on my face. Yes, they got cheese rolls, and they also got this cream cheese guava streusel thing that is so good. Now, if you're not a vegetarian or vegan and you like prime rib, my favorite place ever is called the San Franciscan, and it's in Torrance. The San Franciscan has been there for literal years. Like, some of the waitresses are like ye old, and they're so cute, so adorable, and so nice. Using this color right here. Yes, the San Franciscan prime rib is like everything you need in a prime rib. It's very juicy. It's affordable for prime rib out here. I don't know for meat in other places like the East Coast, but for out here it's affordable. And speaking of meat, let's talk about steaks. Clearman Northwoods Inn is my absolute favorite steak house. It's my absolute favorite ambiance, and it's definitely a themed restaurant. It's like ye old 100-acre woods in a snow log cabin. Like, they have fake snow, like it's a giant log cabin on top of their facility, and it's like, if you don't enjoy eating meat and seeing dead animals, they do have taxidermy. And it's like one of those places, well, it is one of those, not like it is one of those places where you eat peanuts from a bowl and you throw them on the ground. There's peanut shells everywhere, and you're sitting on a bench eating meat and potatoes. So if you don't like that type of place, I wouldn't go there. But it's worth it. Super delicious. Oh my gosh, if you order their steak, get the stuffed potato, because they have a potato that's stuffed with whipped cheese butter, and they literally, their potatoes are the size of literal footballs. It's one of those, you know, those American stereotypes where everything's bigger here and better, and everything's bigger. It's at Clearman's Northwood Steakhouse. Everything is pretty pricey here, I have to say, at Clearman's, but it's worth it for like the theatrical ambiance, and everything's like low lit with old like lanterns, and you're in a real like wood cabin, and they have a bar, but it could also be kid friendly there. They also have a kids menu. They have really good chili cheese fries there too. I have to say, Winter Schnitzel out here has really good cheese fries. All their meats are done and cooked to how you like them there, and it's a great time. They even have like souvenir shop, like little area for it. Speaking of deli food, let's talk about my absolute favorite deli food. It's in Catella Deli, and it's in Los Alamitos, California. If you want to go and like have weird like Jewish food of like matzo ball soup with, well, that's not weird, that's delicious, of like tongue. They have tongue sandwiches there. I've actually had it. It's not good, and it was like making out with a weird other human or animal, which you are. And I also tried their liver and onions. It wasn't bad, but I get their deli skins there, and they have like all their deli meats in there with olives and cheese melted on top, and it comes with ranch. And I also asked for a side of buffalo wing sauce, and it's like one of the cheapest things on the menu, on the appetizer menu, but it's so delicious. I think it's like $9, and it lasts me for like 2 or 3 meals, because they give you like over 6 or more deli skins, and they're huge, of like loaded deli skin potatoes. I want to do something fancy with like dots. Now let's get into Chinese food. I couldn't pick one, I have two. One is specifically for orange chicken. My favorite orange chicken is right down the street from Catella Deli, and it is called Fortune Cookie in Los Alamitos, California. The best orange chicken. They even have healthy food options and like all their calories and stuff for people counting calories on their menu. But I'm just counting this place for the orange chicken. They have good like garlic, spinach, and like the walnut and shrimp. Best orange chicken ever. Everyone I take there, they're like, oh my gosh, Kat, this is so good. Once you eat that, you'll be like, I'm never going to Panda Express, which is a chain of Chinese food places out here, ever again, because it's better than that. Now, my real favorite Chinese food place, like all the things that are good, is called Kung Pao Bowl, and it was designed by the people that made the Small World and designed Small World in Disneyland. The artist that did that did the interior of Kung Pao Bowl, and it's like really cute and like Jungle Book-y, kind of like very cartoony artwork, and they have very good chicken wraps, which are my favorite, and I really love their filet mignon, which is very pricey but delicious there, and everything. They put all their food like on a Lazy Susan in the middle if you get a big table for bigger people. not bigger people, but a bigger crowd of people. And they also have this really good spicy tofu thing, but I don't remember what it's called because my cousin told me about it and he always orders it for me. And it's like spicy red sauce with tofu. They also have really good green beans, and I don't like green beans, but they're green beans, you get it with pork and it's so delicious. They also have good chow mein, like regular style, and they fry it with a crispiness. Everything there is delicious. I haven't had a bad dish there. It's so good. Their orange chicken's alright, but not as good as Fortune Cookie, but yeah, it's good. Let's talk about Thai food because I love Thai food. My absolute favorite Thai food place went out of business. They changed cooks actually, and I don't like it anymore. It's sad. But Panvimar in Long Beach, California. Again, Long Beach. It's right down from my old college, which I went to Long Beach City College, and it's so delicious. I love their not pad thai. Pad thai is good, but it's not my favorite thing. I love, what was it? Pad see ew, so good. And I love their naked shrimp salad. You have to ask it for not too spicy because they make it really spicy. If you like shrimp and you like salads, it's really good. They also have good like beef satay and great stuff. I had to like do the raccoon eye near a mirror up close without like, because I can't do it. I don't know, it's hard, but it's done. And I have to talk about Vietnamese food. If you don't like Thai food, it's really spicy. Vietnamese food is a little bit not as spicy. They have really good pho out here. If you haven't had pho, it's like a noodle dish with meats in it sometimes. They also do vegetable pho. It's like a soup of noodles. But Pho Tasty in Cerritos, California is the one I always went to, and it's really good and cheap, and their pho's are so big they feed 2 people or more for one dish, and it's like 7 something. So good. Now if you want Japanese food, I am half Japanese. My favorite Japanese food place for anyone to try who's not experienced with Japanese and doesn't like raw fish and who wants to try raw fish, or just they have regular American California rolls and like hybrid rolls that are like infused with like slices of jalapeno. If you want to go spicy, they also have like the crab ones that are like fried rice with crab. Is Kula Sushi Bar is a rotating sushi restaurant, and it rotates around you, and everything is like $2 each plate of sushi. Yes. And there's a chain. Don't go to the one in Torrance because it gave me food poisoning, but the one in downtown LA is good and really small. If you want to go to a bigger one, the best one is in Costa Mesa by their airport, the John Wayne Airport. It's so huge and so delicious. Sometimes you have to wait in line and put your name on a list, but it's so worth it. And they're open till like 11 o'clock at night here, pretty late. They have really good like fried rice little things with like fake crab on top, and I really used to love their tuna rolls, and it was like they have like dragon roll type things, and they have like slices of whatever one has the tuna and then the crunchy stuff, the tempura, and the shoyu soy sauce with the jalapenos on top. That one's my favorite roll there. And sometimes monthly they'll have like different rolls. Like 1 month it'll be themed roll, like, oh, our sushi tuna rolls are really special this month, and it's like they'll have more tuna rolls available. And yeah, all my friends love it that love sushi. Even if you don't like sushi, they do have like seared beef and like edamame and like fruits and stuff. Oh my gosh, they have such good ramen bowls, and they're like $3 or $4 for a huge bowl of ramen. So good. I have to cut these up to put on my eyelashes. These babies are Violet Voss's Vamptress. Cut down to a smaller size for my little Asian eyes. I only have one small eye and one bigger eye. It's very weird. I told you I'm an alien. Now that we talked about sushi, let's talk about another favorite different kind of food, which is falafels. The farmer's market called, this place called The Grove here in Hollywood, California. It's like this huge outdoor mall, and they have like this international food court, and like all the gourmet foodies out here love that place because you get stuff from around the world. And there's this little tiny stand right in the middle of the food court that sells falafels, and they're so good, and they have hot sauce that you put on it. It's so delicious. If you haven't had a falafel, it's like a chickpea meatball looking thing. It looks like a meatball, but it's all made out of beans and chickpeas. I think vegetarians can eat it. It's deep fried with like lettuce and like some tahini sauce, and sometimes they put tomatoes in it, and they roll it up, and it's really messy with some hot sauce on it, but it's so, so delicious. And let's talk about the best seafood is Parker's Lighthouse here in, is it Long Beach? I think it is Long Beach. It's right on Shoreline Village by the Queen Mary. 3-story restaurant overlooking the ocean near the Queen Mary, this famous boat out here in Long Beach, California. And it's so good. I would suggest if you have the money, it's really expensive to splurge on this place. If you have the money, get the Chilean sea bass. It is so, so delicious. And I don't usually like fish, but that's the best fish I've ever put in my mouth. That sounds really weird to say, but it's such a delicious fish. And they also have sushis there that are good. Oh my gosh, get their cheesy garlic bread too. And like their cod fish and chips is really good, and all their seafood's so good. Another mention of seafood, it has to be my best favorite buffet out here is Hokkaido. They have really good steamed clams. I'm obsessed with steamed clams, and they infuse theirs with jalapenos. They also have a sushi bar there and like a 6 or 7 foot tall chocolate fountain for dessert, and they have also Mongolian food there, and they have like, oh my gosh, they have these sweet rolls that will make King Hawaiian's bread rolls, which are really famous out here, which is like sweet bread, make it look like trash because their sweet bread is so delicious. The best one I ever had. Oh my gosh, I'm running out of time because I'm about to do my lips, but I have so many more things to talk about. Best salad bar has to be Claim Jumper. Oh my gosh, it's a chain also out here in California, West Coast, and they have really good cornbread croutons at their salad bar and very good homemade like dressings, and they have chili there, and they have like these crispy cinnamon chip things, and they just have really fresh ingredients that are always good, and the best salad bar I ever had. They also have Johnny Claire's size of footballs. They have very good loaded potato soup, and all their food's delicious. The best pizza has to be Meat and Ed's in Long Beach. Oh my gosh, I had a friend that worked there, and it's literally eating like on a wooden bench, and sometimes on weekends they have live music, but it's such good pizza if you like thin crust. Sorry people that like thick crust. I don't know a really good thick crust pizza place because I just don't. Best Italian is Mari's Pizza, an Italian place in Long Beach. Their pasta dishes are so good. I would try to get the baked ziti or any type of like lasagna-y thing, and their cheese pizza is really good too, but it's so much cheese you almost choke on. I've choked on it before. Yeah, that sounds terrible, but yeah. I wanted something that wasn't black lipstick, like black and black, because I don't want to have like 2 or 3 black holes on my face. Best barbecue ribs I ever had out here was the Naples Rib Company in Naples, California, right in Long Beach. So delicious. They have really good salads too, and good cornbread. They even have gluten-free cornbread that I could eat. So exciting. And best German food. They have authentic German food at an authentic German pub in Anaheim, California at the place called the Phoenix Club. They have giant like pretzels, and they have really good Weisswurst sausage. I'm part German. That doesn't make any sense why I would say that. Weisswurst, it's like this almost pale white sausage, but it's so delicious. They also have the best goulash I've ever had in my life. It's so good. I know this sounds all weird if you never had like real German food, but trust me, it's so delicious there. I need to get my lash glue. These lashes are so heavy duty, they're already falling off a little bit. Oh my gosh, and they have this weird bread with raisins that they give you, but it's so good. They have really good just everything. And I'm also going to put in here best farmers market, because my favorite's in Seal Beach at the marina, right by in front of Joe's Crab Shack in Seal Beach, California. I go there for find the guy that sells salsa verde. His whole family has like 1 or 2 stands there. Oh my goodness, it's the best salsa verde I ever had. And there's like, you have to get in the middle of the stand this guy that just sells Cara oranges. They're so expensive, but the best oranges I've ever eaten in my life. There's this woman there that sells cinnamon toast crunch peanut butter. Yes, you heard me right. I think it's peanut butter. It might be almond butter or something, but some sort of like cinnamon toast crunch butter. Like, how can you go wrong with that? It was delicious. They also have really good lemonades that are fused with pineapple and different things and limes and stuff. It's so good. I feel like I'm gonna forget stuff later, and I'm gonna be so mad at myself, and people are gonna argue with me about everything on this list. I need to talk about like the Mexican delicious chamoy and fruit trucks and tahini out here, because that's very well known. And you'll see like out here in LA, like on the street, a little cart of fruit. I don't know if it's illegal to sell it. I don't think it is. They might have a license to sell that, but it's this delicious like watermelon, sometimes cucumber, sometimes jicama with some lime, and sometimes pineapple, and sometimes cucumbers, and just different fruits and oranges sometimes. And they'll put lime juice and tahini, which is this Mexican spice thing. It sounds weird to put spices on fruit, but I love spicy things, crunchy things, and sweet things, and that hits like all the right spots, and it's so delicious. And people who are like, what is this? They try it, and it's so good. And there's this chain of places that make the tahini chamoy type dripped drinks of mango drinks, and there's a mango picante crush. They're called picante crushes, and it's at this place called Green Crush in the mall. I go to the Winston Mall. There are a lot of malls out here, and they have this thing. I'm stopping my makeup just to say this because it's the last thing I want to talk about. I get the pineapple picante crush, and it's so big. It's like $4 because it's like this big, as big as my head, and it's so delicious and so good. It's like Mexican spices with a fruity, delicious, sweet drink. Now let me put some gold on my lips to top it all off. feel like a gold digger, like literally. Like this look looks like a evil queen Roman goddess who like lives in the coal mines, brings her victims down there. Now let's just finish with doing our hair so that it looks nice and we're not just holding back our hair out of our makeup this time and actually making it look. Actually, if your hair's messy with this makeup, I feel like it would look so cool. Just as cool if it was like nice and cute, but we'll see what we'll try to do. I feel like I need a little bit more highlighter, just a touch bit more highlighter. We don't want to make it look like they could see us in outer space, my homies, but we just want a little bit more. So that was the end of this beauty makeup of black and gold. I don't know if I'm gonna call it black and gold or black and coal. We will see. I don't know about these titles. And my food guide to LA or LA area, Orange County. My best favorite foods that I've eaten at. I could title it that. Not the best ever, just what I've eaten. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This look is so dark and smoky with the gold and I love the sepia lips with the gold. It's just a dark modern princess. All the products I listed here will be down below in the description boxes too. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye! Let's turn the AC on, shall we? It's pretty hot in here. It's getting hot in here. I'm not gonna take off all my clothes though. We're not that type of YouTube channel. Did I cover all of my little dots on my face? I feel like when I get pimples, it's like connect the dots, but like it doesn't show up as a beautiful art piece, just like a terrible weird thing. One time I did that when I was like a teenager. I was like, let's connect the dots of my pimple, and it was just like a weird galaxy looking like star sign. That didn't make sense. We're gonna do a little smoky eye. You have to do a dance and you say it too. If you start to say her, I ain't talk about Melody Street, cause you know what I mean. I was listening to a lot of Destiny's Child lately. Oh my gosh, I just realized my makeup matches my mirror. So cool. I just really like food.